Gypsy Man. And today's project is going to be fiddling around with different base plates. I got a +5 SLR here, and we have the Glock +2 on here. So I'm gonna put those two on this +10% spring is going to be for the +5, and I'm going to run one of these. It's going to have the +2 on it with a regular spring, and I've tested these with the regular spring and they work just fine. So I'm gonna run that one with that one, and then we're going to show you what fits in the Dawson magwell, ice magwell. And one of the candidates is going to be, of course, the Dawson base plate, which I love. I love the weight on it, and they drop out very quickly out of this magwell. And I'm going to show y'all what base plates work with the Dawson ice magwell. And I'm just going to tell you before I demonstrate that the Glock +2 will work in the magwell, and the SLR will work in the magwell as well. So let's get started on this project while we have this conversation. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use a mag tool, and we're going to pop this off, and that was very easy. And you can see how easy that was. So let's pop that off, and we're going to use this one. We're going to put the +2 on this one. The +2 will come with its own guide that looks different than the OEM guide. So we're going to put that guide in there, and we're going to easily just slide this onto the magazine. And there's really nothing to it. You just have to place this inside like so. Push it inside like so. And you're just going to slide the +2 over it, and you're going to hear it pop. And that's it. Really quickly. Now we got a +2 magazine set up already, so we're going to put that aside. Now with the SLR, you have a screw on here. We're just going to take the screw out, and it has a washer too at the end of that screw. Let's see if we can get that in focus. We're going to take the washer out as well. We're going to place that on the bench. And we're going to place that down. Now we have to disassemble a +2 that I had on here. And the reason why I'm changing up my setup is that in competition, I never let my mags run dry because I don't want to lock back, which is going to cost me time. So I can have 20 rounds in there, 18 rounds. It really doesn't make me a difference because I'm usually going to reload. I'm very mindful of how many rounds I've shot while I'm doing that subconsciously, but you kind of get a feel for it. So me having, you know, a +2 on there, it gives me, you know, a couple extra rounds, but I'm going to add this 5 on here, even though I know this is 140. This magazine is 140 millimeters. This one's going to take me probably to about 160, less than 170. So this would be good for like open. But you know what? I just want to have, you know, one available. I had 3, but I moved on from having 3 because I shoot mostly a division that's going to allow me to shoot the 140s more so than the larger rounds. I don't shoot open because I don't feel like it's very fair to shoot against people with race guns. It's just not fair. And you really don't have an even playing field when you're racing against those. And I'm using a Glock against a race gun. I mean, those guys, it doesn't matter how much better of a shot you may be than those guys. Their guns are just going to be faster. That's just the name of the game. That's just it. So, you know, I haven't had the opportunity to race with the race guns because I didn't feel like I had my setup good enough to even compete with those guys. So, but this year, you know what? I ain't scared. I might give it a shot. not even worried about how my gun's set up, and just have fun with it. Even though we like to win, but you know, you got to experience it. You got to experience it. So we're gonna get this set up, and we're just gonna push the spring down as we bring it in. And you don't put the that little guide in there when you're dealing with these larger mags. I'm kind of using my body as leverage. Try not to scratch it up too much. Even though it's just a tool, you know, we try to keep everything nice. Even though it probably wouldn't hurt if I put the guide on there, but it's not going to stay on there. But yeah, once we pop that in there, we'll be good to go. Uh-oh. And that's why we do it live, so you can see what it takes. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. It's just that it's being a little difficult right now. It usually doesn't take me this long, but it's kind of hard to do it while you're recording. All right. Easy like that. Put some Loctite on there. I know you're supposed to use activator on it, but I really haven't had any problems with it adhering to the metal, and it's clean. So it's been all right. They don't usually back out. There's usually not any type of force on it that's gonna make it want to back out. So we got ourselves set up. I just tighten that up. Just hand torque it, not too much, not too little. So we have a 10% extra strength mag in there. Let's wipe that off. Make sure there's no Loctite on it. And we have the SLR magwell. We have the Glock +2 magwell, and we have the Dawson Precision, not magwells but base plates. And let me show you that they all work inside my Glock 34 with the Dawson Precision ice magwell. So we'll start with, of course, their magwell. Pops right in, no problems. Drops out very quickly. Just drops out. It'll drop out from the side because it has weight on it. And I like those a lot. I'll probably be using those a lot. At least that'll be my start mag, and then I'll go to my extension for my reload. And this is the Glock +2 with the Dawson magwell. Clicked in very easy, positive. It pops right out. So that was good. And we have the SLR with the Dawson Precision ice well. Pops right in there, no problem. And just for those who would like to get the extensions and don't know what will work with the Dawson magwell, which is very nice. I love the Dawson magwell, and the reloads are actually faster. You know, I was a skeptic at first for reasons unknown, but that's just the way I roll. And it is very nice, and it is very fast. I know why they call it ice. It is drop in. So you see that the SLR extension works. You see that the Dawson pad, of course, weighted pad will work. And you see that the Glock +2 will work with the Dawson Precision ice magwell. So buy with confidence. And if something else comes up, that I usually make videos that if I can't find the information, I usually create it. And this wasn't very clear, although all these manufacturers are on there, but it doesn't give you demonstrations of all of these working in there. So Dawson, SLR, and the Glock will work in the Dawson magwell. Buy with confidence and enjoy. Bitch, man, I'm out. Peace.